Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So in this video, our group will present about the food miles and air cargo. But before we continue to our presentation, we will show some video about the food miles. Alright, so next I will explain about the introduction, which is me, Muhammad Fitri Najmi bin Razali. And first, the food miles is the distance that is food that transport from the time of its making until it reaches the consumer. In other meaning, food miles are one factor used when testing the environmental impact of food, such as the carbon footprint of the food. In the easy way to understand, which is food miles, is a distance where the distance from the food make until they arrive at the final consumer or end user or customer. Right. So next is the concept of food miles originate in the early 1990s in the United Kingdom. It was conceived by Professor Tim Lang at the Sustainable Agriculture, Food and Environment Safe Alliance, and first appeared in print in a report, the Food Miles Report, The Dangers of Long-Distance Food Transport, researched and written by Angela Paxton. So next, transporting food by plane can come with a large carbon footprint, but very little of our food travels this way, which is just 0.16% of food miles are from air travel. Last but not least, the concept that air freight used to deliver the food, which is using the ULD or unit load device to make sure that the food's quality are remain the same until they arrive at the customer. It is because that the ULD or unit load device have a special characteristic, which is the temperature inside the ULD can be controlled by following the suitable temperature of the goods or the foods. Next, I will show three types of ULD in the air freight. First one, we have M1, which is the gross weight for this ULD is 6,804 kg. Next is LD339, which is it have the gross weight of 5,035 kg. And last but not least, the type of ULD is LD9, which is have the gross weight is 4,624 kg. So that's all from me. I will pass the next point to the next presenter. Thank you.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Amir Nur Rajab bin Adnan, and I'm going to present about advantages of food miles. The first one of food miles is crop money can be used to send children to school. So we can see the children go to school and learn something from there. Young people want to stay in, then we have young people want to stay in agriculture. So the young people won't go anywhere from the city or the country. Next, we have preserving the rural community's existence. And last but not least, importing crops in an investment in the future. So we can say that food miles is very important for the future. That's all from me. So I will pass to the next presenter. Thank you.
My name is Nur Azam bin Nur Azman. So next I will explain about the impact of the food miles to the environment. Food mile is the distance food travels from productions to when we consume it. Energy is used to produce, package, transport and store foods. Even energy used to travel to shops to purchase foods is counted. All of this contribute to increased greenhouse gas such as carbon dioxide. An increase in the distance food travels is large due to globalization of trades. Productions, most of the greenhouse gas emissions created by food have their origin in the production phase, which is estimated to create 83% of overall carbon oxygen emissions associated with food miles. There are three impacts of food miles to the environment. The first is packaging. Most things we buy has packaging. However, some food has excessive packaging, so more energy is used to make it. Packaging it and transport it from the factory to the shops and to your homes. Second impacts of food miles to the environment is transport, which is fruits and vegetables can have a certain growing seasons and will be ready to harvest and eat at a certain times of years. For example, Irish strawberries grown outdoor will be ripe in summer. Some fruits and vegetables are grown in heated greenhouse or bought from warmer countries, so they are available during winter. This use energy, so it's better to choose food that is in seasons. We grow lot of foods in Ireland during our growing season. We also sell foods and buy food from other countries around the world. When we buy produce from South Africa, it travels 6,000 miles. However, locally grown and seasonal foods is more sustainable for the environment. The last impact of food miles to the environment is storing foods or food waste. On average, each of us in throwing out about 18 kgs of food waste each year, which is the same weight as a baby elephant. So the average Irish household may be throwing out worth of food into the bin each year. The foods we throw out most include salad, fruit and vegetable and bread. While we compost a lot of our food waste using brown beans, a lot of food still ends up in the dumps and it takes additional energies to transport and treat this waste. Last but not least, rotting foods in dumps can cause the pollutions. I think that's all for me. I will pass to the next presenter.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Nur Iqmal bin Barudin. So today I will present about the cause of food miles. Food miles are used to calculate how much greenhouse gas emissions are generated during transit. This process accounts for the distance all the way from production to consumption. The idea is that the more we consume foods with high food miles, the more we contribute to global warming. The average American meal travels about 1,500 miles to get from farm to plate. Supermarkets stock foods from all around the world, and if it works more cost effective, they will offer product from other nations over local goods. What is economically efficient is not always environmentally efficient. The thing is, it's just so cheap, so how can we do anything different? Often, we are being told that we are damaging the earth in everything we do and touch anyway. So, what are we do about this? Unless you're willing to grow your own foods, become a farmer and practically start a second job in the garden, then you are probably still going to keep buying your international foods and buy from supermarkets. I mean, why wouldn't you? It's easy and cheap. Then there is the local farmer markets. Now, I'm sure most of us have been a few times to the local farmers market and bought a few things. We all get a hype from going from a general sense that we have done good for the planet. So that's all from me. I will pass to the next presenter.
Okay, so my name is Nur Hamizan bin Muhammad Saleh. So now I will talk about the conclusion that we can conclude from our presentation topic today. So the first point that we can conclude from our presentation is the food miles is facilitated delivery management by vendors, so such as arranging food expiration dates. So even if the distance to be shipped is far, but the initial preparation can help the seller to improve the service they provide. So it can also help various type of food penetrate overseas markets. So the second point is it can ensure the goods are placed accurately so as not to be damaged. Therefore, before preparing the goods, the customer should ensure that the condition of the goods is in good condition. This is because if there is damage to be food received, So the responsibility will be taken by the seller. The quality of food and product is very important to take care of and to ensure that the seller's image is always good in the eyes of the world. So that's all from our groups. Thank you.